Hey guys, this is Yaya Diamond, and I had a problem with the broadcast. I did the entire show, and it didn't go through. So that's we got to do this again. So my name is Yaya Diamond. I am a podcaster, a TV show host, a singer, entertainer, and I got into podcasting because um, I was going into a depression. And literally speaking, I couldn't find the one thing that really had was gonna make me happy inside me, like me, the person me. And I kind of discovered in 2006 this podcasting thing, and I was like, okay, so let me go ahead and check this out for myself. So I checked it out. I loved it. I called my friends like Walter Orange of the Commodores, and I called Ian of Inner Circle and called some coffee at that time of Inner Circle, and just a few different people to interview them, and friends and family and people. Just my mom, Evelyn Thomas. I mean, I called everybody. Hey, I need to interview you, and as I got back, I was bad. I was bad. I was bad, guys. I was bad. I was not a great interviewer at all. And but as I got through it, I got better and I got better and I got better. And I was like, okay, so this is amazing. I'm in love with this. I like this. This pulled me out of the clear depression that I was going in. I mean, I had my family and my husband, my children, my business. Everything was going great, but me on the inside, I wasn't going so good. And so I literally had to pull myself out. And this is what pulled me out. Podcasting pulled me out. And a couple of years ago, I quit my job. I quit my job. I'm doing this full time. So please like, comment, subscribe to this channel. It really does help me to continue, literally help me continue to do what I love to do, because I love to travel. I love to do different things. And I wanted to share my screen with you guys. And I see here I am in YouTube's I'm using YouTube's live right now. And I mean, it's good. It's good. I like it. Huh. So let me know if you can hear, because I don't see the arrow going up. So let me see what I'm doing here. Okay. I'm just kind of going through this whole thing and trying to find. I mean, you should be able to hear me, right? So let me go to my feed on YouTube, because I want to make sure that I'm doing this, because I don't want to do this a third time. So let me see. Yeah, you can hear me. Great. So if you have any comments, thank you. Thank you so much. Ripperoy 123, thank you very much. So okay, now that we're good, and I know that everything is good, because like I said before, the first whole entire 30-minute broadcast that I just did was no good. Um, when we are going to prepare for an interview, because that's what this is all about, how to interview with ease. I think the first thing that you have to do is, when you take your client on, make sure that that's the client that you need to take on. I don't take on everybody. I actually don't. I don't people, because it's not in the line of where I want to go. I don't want to talk about marijuana, even though I know it's legal or illegal or whatever the case may be. It may be controversial, but I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to promote smoking. I don't want to promote alcohol. I don't want to promote a lot of different things on my channel, because that is not the direction of my channel. It may be the direction of your channel, but it's not the direction of mine. So there's going to be people that, if your direction is legalizing marijuana, then you're not going to take on someone who wrote a book about children. Ta-da. So, you have to be very selective. So prepare well with your interviewee. Make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, first of all, and either accept or deny them according to where you are going in your direction, in on your podcast or on your TV show or on your radio show, or whichever show that you're trying to interview with ease. My whole thing is to prepare well once you do know where you're going. You know reading up on the interviewee, making sure that they are in your mind when you're interviewing people. Today I have, I think, 3 or 4 interviews that I have to pre-record, and I've already studied up on my guests. I've already done that. That's a done. That's a given. And we have to do that. We have to make sure that we are prepared. But a lot of people prepare questions. That's where I differ. I don't prepare questions. I hate preparing questions. Now, obviously, people do send me questions, and I tell them, listen, I'm going to take your questions. But if you say something that I think, excuse me, that I think that, hold on a second, something that I think that's prevalent to the interview, I'm going to ask you the question. Is that okay? I want to make sure that they are good with that. But I don't prepare questions. I hate it. I hate it. Now, I want to show you why I don't prepare questions. And let me go ahead and share my page with you, because this is something I did on the first go round today at 8 o'clock. But it wasn't, yeah, it didn't go through. So sometimes, let me go ahead and go here. This is my first time ever using the YouTube share screen here, and I want to share my screen, my audio. Okay, great. So I'm sharing my screen. Let me just look and see. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen. Sometimes I have guests in my studio where I'm sitting right here and I'm interviewing them, right? And then there's sometimes where I'm going out to do the interviews, and I'm out there in the field. I'm in Miami, and like this one here where John Leguizamo was. I had a great time, myself and Jennifer, my friend. We went and we interviewed a lot of different people and everything. So most of the time we'll have some, authors, and like this EGOT winner, she won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Her name is Melba Moore, and I had her on the show, and we were talking back and forth. I was congratulating her on her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But I really, really love this one with Grace Harry. She's an author, and
That is so.
we didn't prepare. Like I said, I don't prepare questions, but I want you to take a listen, because when you listen to the client talk, that is going to be the number one thing that you need to do to prepare your next question. Okay. So you are going to listen intently on what your client is saying, so that way you know what direction you need to go in. So this is going to be right here. Right here. Okay, here we go.
I want to go to college.
There's a lot of us that do. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I heard a rumor that Andre 3000 went to NYU and was like just did the full 4 years. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was so impressed with that. It inspired me. I want to do that too. But this book was like going to college my own way, because at first it was philosophies and theories that I were leaning into for my own self, to learn how to have a secondly practice with my own heart. But then it was actually being that, not being that outside for the internet, not being that when I muster up the one to give advice to some friend, but literally living the things that I'm talking about. And that was hard. It's like you said a few minutes ago, we're taught a lot of shoulds and can'ts and don'ts and wants, and a lot of expectations from our community, our families, of who we're supposed to show up for them. And, there's a lot wrapped into that with our little baby selves of wanting to be wanted by them, wanting to be loved by our core family, wanting to be accepted by them. So there was a lot to untangle to get through this book process. And I also, I got scammed in the beginning of this book process. I had so many different things, and also publishing is a complicated thing. Anyone who's writing a book now, please call me, because I really could help you workshop some of this, because it was really, okay, well, yeah, let's talk. So it was a very hard process. And it was funny today, I could even really see the work I've done around this book, because there would have been a time 2 years ago where this book would have all been about proving to the music industry I'm not some has-been, or I'm not a loser, I'm not the ex-wife of someone, I'm a person who's accomplished something. But now I'm so proud that I did it. I'm so proud that I never quit. I'm so grateful to myself for being as brave to tell. I used to be a famously private person, and now I'm super happy to share stories, because if it's going to make you feel like, oh, I can also, I'm happy to whore myself out in that way. And so I'm really appreciative I mean, for real, I'm really appreciative that I am just appreciative that I wrote this book. I'm just grateful it's in the world. I'm so happy when people like you connect to it. So it was like life. It was highs and lows and all the dashes in between.
All right. Okay. So, with that said, and everything that she said, what would be your next question? That's going to be your decision. You don't have to formulate questions. You just need to listen. So she said at one point the book would have been totally different. And then she found joy and understood that her purpose was to what? Write the joyful book that she wrote. Okay. She said that at one point that she was a very private person. So let's see what I did and what was my question.
That is so cool. That is so cool. It's so cool. I listen very well. That's the one thing I do because I want to know, like you said, you're very interested in people, genuinely interested in what they are doing, what they're saying, their experiences, because we learn by experiences. I think that keeps us fresh and adaptable and also continuing to learn not only about others, but saying, I think we have something in common, and that's just an amazing thing within itself to find something in common with people from another world, another culture, another language. It's just amazing. You were saying you were getting ready to say something?
No, I said absolutely.
Yes, yes, yes. So when you wrote this book, what was one of the major changes that you noticed after you had finished about your own personality?
One of the major things I noticed, and I'm not sure if
Boom. So she said that she was a very private person before, right? So I want to know, was that the first thing that she noticed, how she's no longer a private person? Or was it something different that happened first before she became the outgoing person she is today? And the camaraderie, coming up with something that's going to make us gel together is what I did first, and then I pushed that question out on her because I really wanted to find out. She said she wasn't a personal person. She was a personal person first, and now she's outgoing and she would love to go out. And if it's going to help someone, great. But what's the process? What happened? What happened first? And that's what I really wanted to know. And so going back with that, and you have to really be attentive and also be a little selfish. you know the whole thing is not only to get the word out about them, but to help you in return to understand the camaraderie you may have with the client, the commonality you may have with the client, and also how the client can help you become a better person, be that person that you've always seen yourself becoming, but you haven't yet grasped it. Maybe they have a piece of it that you don't have. I don't know. I really truly think in that manner. So not only that, but going back, there was a situation where I shared in a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. But this moment was so very special for the client that I was like, wow, this happened on the show. Being at ease doesn't happen during the show, though. And how to be at ease when you interview a person doesn't happen during the show. It happens in the 5 to 10 minutes before you press record. Literally speaking, it happens the first 5 to 10 minutes before you press record. Make sure that you are ahead of time and that you have the time to talk with the client so that both of you understand that you're just having a conversation. It's just a conversation. It's just like you're sitting down together drinking coffee or drinking tea or something like that, because you need to calm down. You need to, because I've had so many different amazing stars on the show and celebrities that it does freak me out a little bit. But I have to talk with them because they're people. I'm a person, they're a person. And so this interview right here, this interview that you see right here is a beautiful interview because we were talking about his new song, and then all of a sudden this happened. Let me go ahead and go back and show you what happened.
To reestablish all that here on the West Coast, find new friends, find a new team, management, promo, everything, new producers, new studios. So, but I don't know, it's a challenge, and I love a challenge, you know. So I'm all for it, and I feel like it's working out pretty good. Hold on, this is my label rep right now.
I think he got a phone call. I lost your sound. There you go.
You lost?
I
got some news.
What?
My song. This is breaking news right now. So my song Therapy. My song Therapy just hit Billboard number 30.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations!
That's my first song.
Wait! Put it back up. What? Put it back
That's
up.
my first song ever on the Billboard chart. There he is. That's the boy.
Congratulations! Okay,
That's
now
cool.
we gotta go into this whole thing. How does this feel right now? Because we're getting this live right now.
That's cool. Yeah, it's my first time ever on a chart. So, wow. I'm kind of in shock. I'm humbled. Really. Cause wow. Wow. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. That's cool. That's cool. That's some cool stuff. That's
letting the client go through their emotions is going to be the best thing that you can do. And then let them answer the question of how they feel at this moment. I every time I see this, I smile because I was a part of that moment. Before his girlfriend or his family found out, guess who found out? Me. It was just a special moment that I will never forget. I was a part of it. And being there, watching him go through his emotions was special. It was a special moment. And I know he didn't expect to share it with me. I mean, we're I don't know him like that. I mean, he's just someone that came on the show, but genuinely, I'm very happy for him. I mean, I hope and pray that his song takes him to the upper echelons of the music industry. But that moment, you can never get it back. That was the moment that I, too, was very happy for him. Be genuine. Maintain your conversation, respect the guest's opinions, don't avoid, don't interrupt, unless you have to. I don't really worry too much about time management because I allot a specific time for each client and I edit certain things, and be gracious and have gratitude toward the client for being on the show. But most important, listen. Take 5 to 10 minutes before the show to talk with your client. That's going to bring you down. That's going to be the ease part of the interview. It's not when record happens. It's before that. It's getting to know them for that 5 or 10 minutes beforehand. Having a talk. And then the interview happens. Get to know each other a little bit, just a little bit, and get them at, they too are nervous. They're nervous as well. So that 10 minutes, 55, 10 minutes before the interview, before you press record, say hello. How you doing? How's everything going? Have a smile on your face. Be happy. Be genuine. If you're not, please. I've been in interviews where the person was just, and it was done. It was like, wow, that was stale and dry. I wish I would have never done that. Don't let it be the first interview that a person has that turns them off, to being interviewed at all. When I interview people, hey, what's up? How you doing? How's your day going? Well, I hear you have a book. I hear you have a new song out. Let's talk about that before, let's talk about what we're gonna say and do before, what is it that you really, really want to express to your fan, to your listener, to the listener today? What is it? These are questions that you ask before you start the interview. Well, interviewing with ease. I hope that helped you. And I did have to do this twice today. I want to make sure I get it though, because I want to make sure that I keep my word that I'm here doing this. And unfortunately, this was not aired live on Facebook and LinkedIn like I normally do. And I will put this over there, but please don't forget, if you're on LinkedIn, to follow me. If you're on Facebook, to follow me and like my page, Yaya Diamond's Dream Chasers Radio. And if you are here watching me today, please don't forget to comment in the chat section or in the comment section below what you do to kind of, if you're a podcaster or interviewer, to kind of bring ease to the situation before you press record. And if you have any suggestions on or any questions on the next broadcast and what I should be talking about, let me know in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It really does help me. This is what I do full time. I don't have a regular job. This is what I do full time. So if you like, comment, and subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and then actually watch some of the videos, you will be helping me financially to keep this station going and to actually pay my bills. I want to thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And I'm going to go ahead and end the stream because I don't have any bells and whistles to give you today. And until next time, guys. Until tomorrow morning, when I talk about one of the funniest interviews I've ever had still today. It's just funny. And you're going to see why. And we're going to laugh tomorrow. Thank you guys again so much. And until next time, bye.